So the first thing was a pretty major project, actually. What we, I think, coinciding with the large meeting that was held at the Strathcona Paper Center to raise awareness around homelessness. And there was a lot of energy, and there was a team formed to try and assess how we would respond to that in Napanee. And without going through all the details, the conclusion that we came to was that we probably could or should be able to manage a warming center. And so that started right around the first of the year, and to be frank, I think it was 2018. And that lasted for about 3.5 months. And that was an endeavor that really I got very much involved in and really came to understand at least a small part of the issues that the folks at Morningstar tries to help and what their needs were, and got to know a number of them as people. We closed the second year of the warming center just as the pandemic was getting started, and it started to become real. And one of the things that the not intended or not desired things that happened was that Morningstar had to stop serving its meals because of the closeness that people sat together, et cetera, and we couldn't do social distancing very well. And so a process to figure out how could we get meals to people was started, and with tremendous help from the folks at the Lions Hall and a huge number of volunteers, we started the meal program, which has gone on now for, I guess, at least a year. This has been a very rewarding process. It's helped me sort of get reacquainted with many of the folks who came to the warming center, helped me meet a whole bunch of new clients, did a whole bunch of things there. And I think the delivery part of the meal program is something that I was doing and am doing twice a week. And I've gotten to meet a whole bunch of other people who normally don't come to the mission, but the meal program is extremely helpful to them. And they are very grateful for the work that we do there. And no matter how many times we make the delivery, people are, they're happy to see you. We joke around a little bit, and it's a very rewarding thing to do. Well, it's taken quite a bit of time, and one of the things that I have to do is balance the amount of time that I give with my family needs and requirements. It has been, I see the world through a whole different lens. You get to see the inequities that exist in the world, and it has been extremely rewarding for me to feel that we can do something about that. The other thing that's happened to me is that I've gotten to know many of the folks who come and utilize our services, and they're not homeless people, or they're not people who are living in need, etc., but they're real people, and they have a real sense of community amongst them, and I feel really good at being comfortable talking with them and dealing with them. And it's been an experience that is very rewarding. You never get up in the morning and say, oh dear, I've got to go deliver meals today, or I've got to serve meals today. what you end up doing is looking forward to the people that you know, getting a chance to meet some new ones. Well, I would encourage them to do it. I think one of the things that I've come to appreciate probably just in the last year is that there are a huge number of different things that volunteers can do to be helpful. And sometimes those are really obvious to the people that we serve, and sometimes those are things that are done behind the scenes. But without those, in fact, without any of the sorts of things that people volunteer for, we wouldn't be able to have the same effect. I mean, we're trying to make people's lives better, and everyone who volunteers and works on that in one way or another contributes to that.